Okay, first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take the metal plates and the wooden legs. So there's gonna be 4 legs that's slanting. They're gonna go on the 2 different sides, and the one is gonna be straight. So first we're gonna get the slanted legs. Make sure the angle is proper, so it's supposed to be slanting just one way. We're gonna get the metal plate. Just also just pay attention. You see how on the 3 holes that are inside, there's kind of like a little spots where the screw head's supposed to go. So just make sure that that little spot is gonna be facing up, like this. We're gonna get one of these small screws. There we go. Just like that. So we're gonna use the 3 holes. You do not have to use the middle one, and we're gonna do exactly the same thing for all 5 pieces. Okay, next step is gonna be to grab panel number 4 and number 3. We're gonna take the black tracks. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna pull it out, press on the plastic lever, and it's gonna get pulled out. Next thing, we're going to again, this is panel number 4. We're going to align the track. We're going to take the small screws. Pay attention to which holes we're going to use. So we're going to use hole number 2 on this side, and then we're going to use hole number 1 on this side. And we're going to do the same thing for all the tracks. So there's going to be 8 altogether. So once panel number 3 and 4 are done, we're also going to install 4 black screws into the plastic inserts. And also just pay attention that the way we install the tracks, because this is the back of the dresser, so the tracks are supposed to be facing this way. So this little guy is supposed to be on the right hand side on the panel number 4, and then on the left hand side on the panel number 3. For the panel number 5, that's gonna go in the middle. We're gonna install tracks on both sides. In order for you to figure out which side they're gonna be facing, you can see that one of the sides is just basically just particle board. It's not covered. The other one is covered. So this is gonna be the front. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna place it down, grab one of the tracks, and we're gonna make sure that it's facing away from this side. So it's facing that way. And when you install them on both sides, make sure all of them are facing same direction. I'm gonna use the same holes we did with the previous ones. There we go. And now we're gonna do exactly the same thing for 2 more on this side, and then we're gonna use 3 more. We're gonna flip it over and do 3 more on this side. But again, make sure they're all facing the same direction. Okay, so the next step would be to grab panel number 3, number 5 is gonna go in the middle, and number 4. And make sure you don't mix up the panels. Panel number 3 must be on the left hand side. Panel number 4 is going to go on the right, but I'm going to show you that in a second. We're going to grab one of the back panels. Put it in like this. Make sure it goes in like that. Now grab number 6. In. This is panel number 4. There we go. Now we're gonna grab another panel. Covers the back. Actually, you know what? The first thing you should do is probably just do the locks. This way, it's just gonna stay in place. So we're gonna grab the round locks. We're gonna put them here. Now we're just gonna twist it. Make sure it stays in its place. Same goes for the bottom ones. We're gonna take the round locks, put them in, twist them. There we go. Just same on this side. 1, 2. Now, most important piece, we got panel number 5. Make sure you don't mix up the sides. Again, you have the nice shiny side. It's going to be facing towards you. You're gonna put it in. Make sure the tracks are on the same level, so they roughly should be in the middle of this back panel. So same level. Another way you can determine if it's the proper way to put it is to take a look at the holes for the logs. Are supposed to be on the right hand side. So these holes, two on the bottom, are supposed to be on the right hand side. Now we're gonna grab the round locks, put them in. There we go. Grab another panel like that. There we go. Make sure it goes all the way in. Excellent. Okay, now we're gonna grab the top panel and we're gonna prep it to put it on the top. So we're gonna grab six black screws, and we're gonna grab some wooden pegs. So it's gonna be some screws and wooden pegs. Go. Grab this panel, flip it. Make sure it fits. Now we're going to grab some locks and do the same thing for the top. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna flip it upside down. Make sure you flip it, because if you drill into the top panel, obviously it's gonna be destroyed. So as you can see, it has some pre-cut holes. So make sure again, like the front panel will not have these holes, only the bottom one. So make sure you're using the proper panel. I'm just gonna align it. This is the straight leg. So we're gonna use 4 holes. Put it in. There we go. Make sure that you set proper angle so they're supposed to be facing out. And we're gonna do that for the rest of the 3 legs. Final step would be to just assemble the drawers and you're all done. It's gonna be 6 drawers, so 3 on each side, and they're all the same, identical. So we're gonna take one of these white front drawer panels. So this one is number 13. I'm gonna grab the black screws. And obviously do not do this on top of the dresser because you might scratch it. It just, for us, it's easier to show you. But it's advised to, do it on the floor. Okay. Now we're gonna grab a couple of the side panels. We're gonna make sure that this slit is matching. Go. So again, just make sure that the slit is matching. Grab the bottom panel, slide this in like this. Gonna get a couple of locks. And just put them in on the side, do this. There we go. Gonna do the same for the other side. Like this. We're gonna get one of the back panels. You just grab the screws. So we're gonna make sure it goes in all the way like this. Perfect. Okay, align it. Okay, now we're gonna set this drawer down. Grab a couple of the tracks. So this one's gonna be the smaller one, the thinner one. Flip it. Also, I'm going to show you how to put the drawer in once it's assembled. So once this is done, what we're going to do, we're going to move the tracks out towards us. Make sure it's aligned on this side, Same goes for this side. And then gently push it in like this. And there we go. Last point I was gonna make is that so each side is gonna have 3 drawers. So the 4 of them are gonna be, the front is gonna be the same size. For the bottom ones, it's gonna be, they're gonna be just a little bit wider. So as you can see, so when you've assembled all of them, make sure that the bigger one, the wider one, is gonna go on the very bottom, because the gap is much larger. So it's gonna cover that gap. So again, number 1 and number 2, same here, is gonna be the same size. So the thinner ones, then the bottom is gonna be the wider ones.